So, good evening, everybody. Right? We have to start what? Tell me. Today with IRR. Right? What did we do in IRR yesterday? I gave you some homework. Quickly, let's revise IRR. What is IRR? Tell me. Internal rate of return. What is the interpretation of internal rate of return? Can anybody tell me? We wrote the first line. IRR, if I talk mathematically, what is IRR mathematically? Tell me.
At which NPV is 0.
It is a discounting rate at which NPV is equal to 0, right? Or if I want to say technically, right, for FM, what I'm saying, technically for FM, that is ACCA F9 FM, फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट, राइट, जो भी क्या हो जाएगा कॉर्पोरेट फाइनेंस आफ्टर 2027 जुलाई, राइट, तब का तब देखेंगे, करेक्ट. As of now, it is financial management, right? Honestly speaking, right, it is nothing but the rate of return of the project. What is it? Tell me. Rate of return of project, correct? Rate of return of project. But this is only for FM. When you go to AFM, where do you go? AFM. IRR का बड़ा भाई आपको मिलेगा MIRR, right? Modified internal rate of return, but not important as of now at all, correct? Why was there a need of MIRR? All those things will be covered today and tomorrow, correct? Have a look. So today what we do, we complete IRR, right? We probably go into a bit of what? Annuity, perpetuity, then again come to IRR, right? Right? We keep on switching because IRR has 2-3 things that we need to cover, okay? Aajo. Have we done both the methods, IRR by both the methods? Tell me, what is the formula for IRR? Bolo. Formula pen and paper. Lower rate plus NPV at lower rate. एक मिनट, नहीं ऐसा नहीं, lower rate plus bracket open. एग्जाम में नहीं तो what you do? Straight forward addition subtraction. Lower rate plus bracket open, correct? NPV lower rate divided by what? Tell me. NPV lower rate minus NPV higher. एक minute, before you go ahead, NPV higher generally will be negative or positive? Tell me. Negative. Higher will be negative. Yes. Lower will be what? Yes. Tell me.
Positive.
Really positive, correct?
Yes, sir.
That done. So here draw the brackets if you have not drawn the brackets. एक minute. This bigger bracket you need to draw. Higher rate minus lower rate has the bracket, and then NPV lower by NPV lower minus NPV higher, big bracket, draw there.
सर एक डाउट था मुझे. सर ये हायर और लोअर रेट में फ्रैक्शन में लेना है डिवाइडेड बाय 100 की होल नंबर लेना है?
कसला फ्रैक्शन? क्या फ्रैक्शन?
सर अभी हायर रेट और लोअर रेट जो है 0.10 लेके कि 10%?
नहीं. See, I'll tell you, right? Whenever it comes in exam, now see 2 or 3 types question comes in exam, right? Everybody has done this IRR. Tell me. How did you do it? Tell me. पहले आपने क्या किया होगा? You must have got NPV at some rate.
Yes.
At 10%. What was the NPV at 10%? बोलो.
133. At 5%, sir, 133.29.
NPV at, पहले मैंने बोला था ना 10%. Now see logically how you should do it. इसमें steps लिख ली. आ जाओ. Steps for calculating IRR. अभी I am writing in bracket, right? 2 things. Section A and B question. मैडम मैं लेता हूँ आपका what? NPV by shortcut method ना बोलता हूँ, ठीक है? Section A plus section B, correct? And also if no guidance rate or no lower rate and higher rate given. No lower rate and higher rate given. That means the question that I have asked you. If the question comes in section A or B, right? Or if no lower rate and higher rate is given, step 1. Step 1, correct? Calculate. कभी भी कुछ भी, right? You have to go for IRR. Always first calculate NPV at 10%. Okay क्या? ऑलवेज डू कैलकुलेट एनपीवी एट 10%. ये कोई बुक में दिया हुआ स्टेप किधर भी नहीं है. दिस इज माई वे ऑफ डूइंग इट. ओके, व्हेन आई वाज अ स्टूडेंट आई यूज्ड टू डू दैट. करेक्ट. अभी इसमें दो ऑप्शन आ सकते हैं. राइट. स्टेप 2, इफ एनपीवी at 10%, right, has two options. Correct. If it comes positive, right, or if it comes negative. अगर पॉजिटिव आता है तो आगे आप यू टेक अप 15% एनपीवी. फर्दर कैलकुलेट एनपीवी एट 15%. राइट. अगर ये 15% का भी पॉजिटिव है, दिस ऑल्सो कम्स आउट पॉजिटिव. करेक्ट. देन कैलकुलेट एनपीवी एट 20%. अभी लॉजिकली एग्जाम में डिस्काउंटिंग फैक्टर्स ओनली गिवन अप टू 20%. 20% से ऊपर तो दिस विल नॉट गो. करेक्ट. इफ एनपीवी इज नेगेटिव ईयर, एक मिनट रुको. हियर डू वन थिंग. एनपीवी एट 15, पॉजिटिव आया तो गो टू 20%. गो टू एनपीवी 20%. ईयर इट हैज टू बी नेगेटिव. ईयर नेगेटिव आना ही चाहिए. नेगेटिव, राइट. देन यूज 15 एंड 20%. 20%. बट अगर यही नेगेटिव आया तो यूज 10 एंड 15%. नेगेटिव आया तो गो टू 5%. वो भी दो ऑप्शन हो सकते हैं. करेक्ट. पॉजिटिव एंड नेगेटिव. पॉजिटिव आया तो ग्रेट. 5% 10% पे आईआरआर निकालो. करेक्ट. बट अगर नेगेटिव आया तो गो टू 1%. ऑप्शन नहीं है. करेक्ट. एंड यूज. उसके बाद तो पॉजिटिव आना ही है. यूज व्हाट, टेल मी. 1% एंड 5%. और आगे बढ़ो. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग व्हाट आई हैव डन इन द टेबल? बोलो. सी एट 20 इफ इट कम्स नेगेटिव, 15 पे पॉजिटिव है तो 15 और 20, दैट मीन्स कैन आई से दैट द आईआरआर इज बिटवीन 15 एंड 20. 15 पे पॉजिटिव, 20 पे नेगेटिव. करेक्ट.
यस.
बट नोट इसके नीचे लिखो. इफ द एग्जाम, देखो एग्जामिनर ना चाहता नहीं दैट यू शुड वेस्ट सो मच टाइम इन एग्जाम. करेक्ट. फॉर 1-2 मार्कर एमसीक्यू. जनरली तो आई हैव नेवर सीन आईआरआर बीइंग आस्क्ड इन एग्जाम. वो भी मैं आपको बोलता हूँ डायरेक्टली आईआरआर इन द एग्जाम वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू फाइंड. नोट. जनरली एग्जामिनर gives you the lower rate and higher rate. Correct.
सर वो यूज 10% एंड 15% लिखा है ना, उसके नीचे क्या है?
IRR.
नहीं, ये
IRR फॉर्मूला.
आपने एरो किया है क्या?
हाँ एरो
15%
किया है. ये क्या IRR के लिए एरो किया है.
ओके. यूज 10% एंड 15%
फॉर
आया.
कैलकुलेशन ऑफ IRR, लोअर रेट में 10%, 15% इज हायर रेट. करेक्ट. एंड टेक द एनपीवीज एंड टेल्स यू टू कैलकुलेट IRR. देखो ऐसा भी एक क्वेश्चन आता है एकदम शॉर्ट. इफ आई वांट टू आस्क क्वेश्चन, करेक्ट, राइट डाउन एग्जांपल बिलो इट. एग्जांपल, राइट. NPV at 10% is equal to NPV at 10%, positive 10,234, comma, NPV at 15%, negative 1325. Therefore, calculate IRR. Do you need to do a lot of stuff? Can you do it easily? One positive, one negative. Do it quickly. Tell me what is the answer of IRR. This question everybody is getting answer. How much was the answer? 18 point something. Anyone who wants me to solve this, tell me.
Sir, mine was 19.07%.
Okay. आपने 10 और 20% लिया होगा.
हाँ जी.
तो आपका आंसर डिफरेंट आएगा. तो at 10% and 20%, how much is the answer? 19 point कितना था सर?
19.07.
07%. Those who have taken 10% and 15%, they will have a different answer. दोनों के आंसर सही है. There is, see, because of this only does the examiner not take a risk of giving no discounting rates in the exam. वो problem है. The examiner will try to. कितना था 18 point? 15 or 20%. 10 or 15 नहीं. Has to be between 15 and 20%.
हाँ 15 और 20% का 18.86 है.
18.86. Correct?
Yes sir.
Do
अभी
this
का
question.
14.43 आ रहा है. और
14
एक्सेल का
point.
एग्जैक्ट 19% आ रहा है ऊपर वाला.
ओके, ठीक है. ठीक है. 18.79%. ओके. एक्सेल पे. Now tell me, before I go ahead, let me take one more question. ये हो गया क्या? How much is this IRR? Everyone getting 14.43. इसमें तो there should not be any variation because cash flows are not given. Correct? लिखो example 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 500 negative, 300, 200, 100 and 100. Okay with this? Tell me, this is net cash flow. Discounting rate is equal to 15%. This is cost of capital. This is what? Tell me. Cost of capital. ठीक है क्या? Calculate NPV. ये करते क्या फटाफट? आ जाओ चलो. How to do NPV?
सर आप वो टेबल रख रहे हैं कि कैसा कर रहे हैं?
आ जाओ, टेबल दिखा दो आपको.
नहीं तो फिर कैलसी पे कर लीजिए.
करना तो करो कैलसी पे. टेबल एग्जाम किट. आ जाओ. इज द टेबल विजिबल टू यू? देखो जरा.
नो सर.
टेबल 8%.
हाँ 8 नहीं सर 15 है.
कितना है? 15 है. 15
हाँ.
है गिवन.
हाँ
15%.
सर 35.2 आ रहा है.
Okay. Now, for those who want to do directly on calci, correct? Take 300 on your calci. But this is not recommended approach in ACCA exam. अभी बोल रहा हूँ. If you want to take the risk, take the risk. मेरे हिसाब से रिस्क लेने का कोई जरूरत नहीं है, right? But still, if you want, 300 divided by 1.15 is equal to memory plus M plus, then 200 divided by 1.15 is equal to twice. Whatever answer you get, M plus 100 divided by 1.15 is equal to thrice M plus. Last 100 divided by 1.15 is equal to 4 times M plus. 500, put up then 500 M minus MRC. How much is NPV? आवाज नहीं आ रही आपकी. कितना है रोहित?
सर 35.2.
35.02.
Right, this is considering all the decimal points. Correct? If you
सर उसमें
take
मेमोरी
only,
में गड़बड़ हो सकता है ना, आपने जो शॉर्टकट दिया है वो.
इसीलिए बोल रहा हूँ. what not
मतलब
recommended
मैं नहीं
approach,
यूज कर रहा, मैं जस्ट एक practice.
not recommended approach in any of the exams. CA final maybe AFM, but AFM में you will not require calculator at all, ये मेरी गारंटी. AFM में you can go without calculator and still survive in the exam, मेरी गारंटी, because you will be so mastered in the art of what, Excel calculation, right? 35.2.
सर
फिर आप
साइंटिफिक भी
फॉर्मूला
नहीं
से
लगेगा?
पढ़ाते हो?
साइंटिफिक, अरे कुछ भी नहीं लगेगा सर. AFM के अंदर अपने बच्चे
फिर आप पूरे
कैलकुलेटर
फॉर्मूला
कैरी,
एक्सेल पे ही पढ़ाते हो पूरे फॉर्मूला के
सब
साथ?
कुछ, सब कुछ. The whole class happens on Excel only, right? But handwritten notes are there. We write first, understand, then we do all questions on Excel, right? यहाँ पे भी you will get to know. यहाँ पे section A B होने की वजह से I have to use the calculator because the examiner takes the approach that you know calculator. So till I go to section C question, हम लोग Excel open ही नहीं करेंगे, right? चलो
सर
NPV, हाँ
मेरा शायद से रॉन्ग हुआ, 34 आ रहा है एग्जैक्ट आंसर.
नहीं तो कुछ तूने गड़बड़ किया होगा. 35 point something answer आ रहा है, 02, correct. Now what my question is, if I tell you, एक minute, if I ask you here, right, is the IRR of the project greater than 15% or less than 15%? Tell me.
Greater than 15%.
Everybody, what do you say?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
If
sir,
NPV is
agreed.
positive here, so greater than 15%? Tell
Yes,
me yes
sir.
or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now this cash flow, एक second, right, irrespective of the cost of capital, right, because of the change of cost of capital, tell me, will my IRR, चलो इसका IRR निकालते, let's go on Excel and try to find the IRR of this. Tell me, आ जाओ जरा, come to Excel. Yesterday we had opened an Excel for your batch. आ गए क्या? Have a look. Is the Excel visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Have a look. Minus 500, correct? 300, 200, 100, 100, right? Net cash flow, correct? If you are taking out what? NPV, did you do like this discounting factor at 15%, correct?
हाँ, ये
One,
नहीं किया था sir.
right? You could do this, correct?
Yes, yes.
0.870, correct? Then you have what? 0.756, correct? Then 0.658, then 0.572, right? Then you have discounted cash flow at 15%, like we do normal NPV calculation, this into this, whatever, correct? And then sum, or I could say what? NPV.
NPV.
Or I could divide it into two parts. देखो, initial investment is what? Minus 500.
Yes.
Sum of present value of future cash flows
Future cash flow.
is nothing but these,
Sum of all present value.
correct? And then we can have what? Your NPV, correct? NPV is what? This plus this. Everybody getting 35.2 something something? Tell me.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Everybody okay? Now let me calculate IRR by formula is equal to IRR, correct? 0 to what? Tell me reference of undiscounted cash flow from start of the project or from 0 year up to end of the
From
project.
0 now
0
to
to 4.
future.
0, correct? So have I given the correct reference? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
So close it off, enter. And are these discounted cash flows? See, did I give a reference of discounted cash flows here? Tell me. Can I give reference of these discounted cash flows? No. What I have to give reference of? Undiscounted cash flows.
Undiscounted cash.
ठीक, okay. Now how much is the IRR? Tell me.
Nine.
देखो इधर भी आएगा some 19.33%. Everybody with me on 19.33%? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what I am trying to say, hear me out. देखो हाँ, I just copy paste this. Every formula is updated correctly. Just focus here on the screen. I will give you time to write. Okay. Have a look. If I change the discounting rate to 10%, देखो हाँ, एक मिनट. If I change the discounting rate to 10%, my factors will change. आ जाओ जरा in the book 10% factors we will have a look. आ जाओ. Everybody able to view 10% factor? Tell me. दिख रहा है? So tell me first year. Now see, I will change. Okay, wait. Just for fun, I'm doing it. ठीक है? आ जाओ. 0.909, 0.821. Have a look. Second year. First year 909. एक कितना 826, 0.826. फिर कितना 0.751, 0.751. And last but not the least, 683. Correct? 0.683. Right? And I will find out what discounted cash flow at 10%. This 300 into 0.909. Copy. Okay. What is the NPV? Tell me. 81.3. Everybody there with me?
Yes, sir.
10% पे how much is the NPV? बोलो बोलो.
81.
81.3. Anyone having any problem? Tell me.
No, sir. No, sir.
Again, I put up the IRR is equal to IRR. Correct? From 0 to 4 year. What is the IRR?
19.3.
Same 19.33. बोलो.
हाँ सर, सेम ही रहेगा ना.
Correct. So can I say we did NPV का analysis? Sir, change of this NPV will change. Change of that NPV will change. सुनो. So because of the change in discounting rate, सुनो, or cost of capital, right? Will the IRR change?
No.
No,
From
sir. No, sir.
15% we went to 10%. Discounting rate या cost of capital change. Does that have an impact on IRR? Tell
No,
me.
sir.
No.
No,
Everybody, what do you say?
no.
Shivari, Trisha, what do you say? Okay with it? Mustafa, what do you say? Jenilia? Mustafa, what do you say?
Yes, sir, got it.
Correct. Jenilia, what do you say? Seb,
Yes, sir.
क्या लगता है? Rachel, oddly quiet today,
Yes,
Rachel.
sir, got
Okay.
it.
Yes, sir, got it.
Correct. So can I write below this analysis of IRR? आ जाओ. Analysis of IRR. Correct. If discounting rate or cost of capital changes, IRR is what? Affected or not affected? Tell me.
Not affected.
Not affected. But एक minute. Right? First point. Second point. Second point, have a look. देखो. Again, I am copying this. Hear me out. Okay. Either I am doing it properly. ठीक है. Change in discount rate having no impact on IRR. Change in discounting rate or COC having no impact.
सर,
और
ये तो
IRR.
अप्रोप्रिएट मेथड से किया है आपने, मतलब तो चेंज
क्या
तो
फर्क
नहीं.
पड़ता है?
अप्रोक्सीमेट मेथड से भी वही
क्या
आएगा.
फर्क पड़ता है? देखो, I want an answer which is what? Tell me. It
क्लोजेस्ट.
should be a appropriate answer, right? Is it going to change?
नो.
Right. So change in discounting rate or cost of capital having no impact in IRR, right? Sure. No impact on IRR. Correct. Now have a look. Change in cash flows. Now see, if I change this 300, 200, 100, if I change some cash flow here, 200, is my NPV changing? Yes. That too we have seen before only. Has my IRR also changed? Tell me.
यस सर.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So if the future cash flows, increase, उसमें भी specifically future cash inflows, correct, are increasing, right? What will happen to IRR? IRR will go up or go down? Tell me.
Up.
Go up. बराबर है. देख लो. Right? I will just put up a color here. This I changed from last. तो लिखो इधर second point. If future cash inflows go up. देखो ये क्यों करवा रहा हूँ मालूम है? Now you are like, sir, इतना क्या analysis कर रहे हो? But when it comes to a theory MCQ, and this comes up in a theory MCQ, drop down में ऐसे question पूछते हैं, right? That cash flows are changing, right? Some cash inflows have increased, correct? If future cash inflows increase, IRR will also increase. But without my help, can you tell me the third point? If future cash inflows decrease, what will happen to IRR?
Higher decrease.
IRR will decrease. Sir, बोलना क्या चाहते हो? Have a look. If I take this और this also basic, जहाँ पे 19.33% आया था, correct? I take this once again. Have a look. I copy this. Are decreasing. So what I'll do? Right? ये देखो, इधर instead of 100, I will do 50. Is the IRR changing? Tell me. IRR will go down. Hey, what do you say, everyone? Is it only me talking to myself, or are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Understand.
लॉजिक है?
थोड़ा
Tell me.
कंफ्यूजन है.
क्या कंफ्यूजन है?
एक बार फिर से समझा दो ना.
देख, तेरे को मैं 100, 200, 500, 400 दे रहा हूँ, करेक्ट? तो
Yes.
तेरा IRR या रिटर्न 20 है, मैं तेरे को थोड़ा पैसा और दिया तो रिटर्न बढ़ जाएगा क्या? लॉजिक वो है.
नहीं,
अल्लाह, 500, 100, 200, 300 दिया.
IRR सेम रहेगा सर.
अरे राजू, 500, 300, 200, 100 बराबर है. मैं बोला नहीं, तीसरे साल में 200 की जगह 300 ले जा, तो
ओके,
क्या होगा?
हाँ समझ गया सर. ओके.
वही तीसरे साल में इन केस ऑफ 200 यू टेक 50 फ्रॉम मी, तो विल द IRR गो डाउन? टेल मी.
यस.
राइट नाउ लास्ट पॉइंट और लास्ट 2 पॉइंट्स, हैव अ लुक. ये देखो, इसको मैं बोलता हूं मेन एग्जांपल. इसी को मैं वेरी कर रहा हूं, ठीक है? आई एम प्लेइंग अराउंड विद दिस, मेंट फॉर एनालिसिस. ठीक है, चलो. दिस आई टेक अप अगेन, करेक्ट? अभी इफ इंस्टेड ऑफ 500 माय inflow is 5, sorry, outflow is 550, zero here, initial investment, what is happening to IRR? Tell me.
Decreasing.
डिक्रीज.
Decreasing. Means what? Instead of 500, if you have to invest 550, sum of that is 535 and you are investing 550, obviously sir, what is happening to IRR? Decreasing.
Decrease.
Decrease.
If initial investment right, IRR goes up. ठीक है क्या? अब इसी में अगर इनिशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट नीचे जाता है, गोज डाउन, एक मिनट, IRR क्या होता है? गोज डाउन रे, इनवर्स रिलेशनशिप. एंड व्हाट इफ इनिशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट गोज डाउन और रिड्यूसेस?
Increase higher.
-450, IRR क्या होगा? गोज अप.
Increase more.
करेक्ट? हैव अ लुक. सो हियर आल्सो नोट्स में भी आल्सो राइट डाउन. ऑल दिस इज प्रूव्ड. मन से नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. हाँ, fourth and fifth point, if initial investment goes up, IRR goes down. Fifth, if initial investment goes down, IRR goes up. Everybody okay with it? Tell me. This comes in a theory MCQ. Bhai, concept is king, correct? It's not. हाँ,
हाउ मेनी लाइन शुड आई लीव, क्योंकि मेरा नेटवर्क इशू था. जब आप करवा रहे थे ना स्टेप्स फॉर कैलकुलेटिंग IRR,
हाँ,
हाँ वहाँ से मेरा नेटवर्क इशू था. तो कितना लाइन?
सिंपल है मैडम. 10 पे NPV निकालो, करेक्ट? 10% पे. If it is positive, go to 15, 20, right? If it is negative, go to 5 and 1, right? Keep the distance between two discounting rate as low as follow, as low as यानी 10 और 15 के बीच में आ रहा है, 1 पॉजिटिव 1 नेगेटिव, देन डू द कैलकुलेशन. आप नोट्स में बाद में देख लेना, आपको समझ में आ जाएगा.
या आई अंडरस्टैंड, मैं देख ही रही थी, बस आई जस्ट वांटेड टू नो कि मैं कितना लाइन छोड़ दूं ताकि मैं आगे से कंटिन्यू करूं.
10-12 लाइन छोड़ दो,
ओके.
राइट? चलो, everybody okay with this?
Yes, sir.
चलो, अभी IRR does not stop here. आ जाओ, IRR and cash flow analysis. आ जाओ, write down heading IRR plus type of cash flow. One is a conventional cash flow. What is a conventional cash flow? Conventional cash flow is something like this. First negative, then positive, 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 positive. Then non-conventional, non-conventional cash flows. In non-conventional cash flows, there are two types of cash flows. Type 1, non-conventional cash flow, and there is type 2, non-conventional cash flow. Again, I'm asking you, discounting rate changes or cost of capital changes, will it have impact on IRR at all? Tell me.
No, sir.
Think about it.
No, sir.
Everybody okay with it? Because that is one of the biggest problem for students to understand. Sir, इधर क्या बोलना चाहते हो? Just give me a second. Have you written this down? Tell me. सुन लो. आ जाओ. Can I take this cash flow? Conventional cash flow, right? Option 1. ठीक है, देख लो जरा. चलो, can you calculate IRR with me on this? आ जाओ. Is equal to IRR, bracket open, 0 to this. चलो, do it with me. आ जाओ, आ जाओ. Do the working with me. How much is the IRR? बोलो. Everyone, do it. Open up your Excel sheet. ले लो 1 or 2 minutes. Open it up. Quickly open it up. Tell me how much is the IRR. Do it quickly. करो. Everybody open up your Excel. मैं पानी भर के आया, आप लोग एक्सेल ओपन करो. डू दिस. इज इक्वल टू IRR फॉर्मूला डाल के आंसर निकालो. बोलो, हाउ मच इज द IRR?
19%.
19 point something. Open it up. How much? 2 points तक open it up. 19.33. Is everyone getting this? Sarabjit Singh, what do you say?
Yes, sir.
आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Rachel, are you getting it, बेटा?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Now if I change this, right, you also can do copy and paste it once again. Okay, have a look. If I change this to 1000, what is happening? Is it going to negative? Tell me.
Decreasing.
Decreasing, correct.
Yes,
एक
sir.
और चेंज करता हूँ, 50,
In
50,
decrease ही हो रहा,
10, -50, right?
decrease होते
Decrease
जा
हो
रहा
रहा है क्या?
है.
Tell
Yes,
me.
sir.
Everybody getting decreased. तो चलो ये 50, correct. If I change it more, right? 1000, 5000,
Increase.
6000, क्या हो रहा है?
Increase हो रहा.
5000, बराबर है. Then if I change it to -15,000 here, हो रहा है क्या?
Increase
Tell
ही
me.
है.
Right. Okay. Now see what I'm doing. देखो. When you have a conventional cash flow, means what? Tell me. Negative, positive, positive, negative first year, then positive, positive, positive. Abhi focus on what I'm doing. Sir, first year negative, second year what? Tell me. Again what? Positive. Third year, put any negative value, -500. ठीक है. Third year what do? Put up any negative value. क्या कर रहा हूँ? Third year नहीं, sorry, second year. That means 0 year negative, then positive, then negative, then again positive, and then put up again negative. कुछ आ रहा है क्या? Tell me. Are you getting 1 IRR? बोलो. Right. Now increase this value, -50,000. What is happening? Tell me.
Error.
So 1 minute. Wait. This first do this, -1000, फिर 5000, -500, 1000, -5000. ये रखो. This is option या नॉन कन्वेंशनल कैश फ्लो. ऐसा लिखो, नॉन कन्वेंशनल कैश फ्लो टाइप 1, करेक्ट. ऑप्शन 1. ठीक है. Now come to your notes for a second. Write down what is type 1 non conventional cash flow. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. It should start, or alternatively negative will come, correct? Right. In this case what is happening, we have to write this. एक मिनट, इधर तो आपका कितना भी चेंज किया, are you getting only 1 IRR? Tell me. Only 1 IRR. How many IRRs? Only 1 IRR. नेगेटिव, पॉजिटिव, पॉजिटिव, पॉजिटिव में आप कुछ भी चेंज किया, वर यू गेटिंग ओनली 1 IRR? टेल मी. नेगेटिव, पॉजिटिव, पॉजिटिव, पॉजिटिव में यू चेंज अ लॉट ऑफ कैश फ्लो, ऑल पॉजिटिव कैश फ्लो. डू यू रिमेंबर वी डिड दिस? कुछ भी चेंज करो,
Yeah, yeah.
वी गेट सम IRR, करेक्ट. पॉजिटिव है तो वी गेट सम IRR, बराबर है क्या? टेल मी. बट इफ इट इज नेगेटिव, पॉजिटिव, नेगेटिव, पॉजिटिव एंड एंडिंग विथ नेगेटिव, तो एक IRR आया, राइट. हैव अ लुक, वन मोर यू डू. आई वांट टू प्रूव दिस टू यू. ऑप्शन 2, राइट. ये -50,000 कर दो और ये भी -4,000 कर दो. हैज द IRR गिवन अप? टेल मी. देखो IRR में क्या हो गया? आर देयर एनी व्हाट एरर्स? आर यू एबल टू कैलकुलेट IRR? टेल मी. नो. एवरीबडी, राइट. So whenever there is a non-conventional type 1 cash flow, is there two types of IRR that are possible? Sir, there could be an IRR and there can be 0 IRRs. Two options possible. बराबर बोल रहा हूं क्या? Tell me. मेरे को तुम चैलेंज मत करो. This has been asked in one of the exams. If, right, cash flows of what? A series of project are first year negative, then positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, ending with a negative. Alternate positive, negative cash flows. How many IRRs are possible? 2 IRRs are possible. 2 IRRs क्या? या मैं बोलूं 1 IRR and 1, और 0 IRR and 1 IRR is possible. तो
0, 1, 1.
हाँ, तो 0 and 1 IRR. So 2 IRRs are possible, right? 0 और no IRR. ऐसा लिखो, रुको. No IRR, no IRR and no IRR and 1 IRR possible. No IRR and 1 IRR possible, correct. अब लास्ट बट नॉट द लिस्ट, इधर लिखो टाइप 2, ठीक है। टाइप 2 के लिए आई विल हैव टू बोरो द कैश फ्लोस। एक कैश फ्लो है मेरे पास, करेक्ट, विच आई यूज एवरी टाइम। हर एक बैच में यूज होता है वो। दैट इज ओनली आई कुड फाइंड वेरी रेयर कैश फ्लोज है, करेक्ट।
तो सर एग्जाम में भी वही आया था ना?
क्या वो आज तक एग्जाम में सॉल्विंग हैज नॉट कम ऑफ आईआरआर मल्टीपल या कुछ अलग आईआरआर का, सो ओनली थियरी क्वेश्चंस हैव कम अप, so I don't think you should be so much worried. आ जाओ जरा, I am telling you openly, I have copy pasted this from what, June 2025 का. I have no faculty even knows that these cash flows are what. Now see what is the type of the cash flow, बोलो. What are the series of cash flow? Negative followed by positive and at the end what is it? Tell me. Negative. So write
नेगेटिव।
down here, ठीक है. Type 2 0 1 2 3 4 negative positive 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 negative. Are you okay with this? देखो अभी, let me play around with this, ठीक है. आ जाओ, copy down these cash flows. मल्टीपल आईआरआर कैश फ्लो बोलते हैं इसको, मल्टीपल आईआरआर कैश फ्लोस, करेक्ट, राइट. एक मिनट बिफोर यू कॉपी दिस डाउन, एक सेकंड एक सेकंड एक सेकंड, जस्ट 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 ह्यूमर मी एक सेकंड के लिए. सुनो, कुछ अलग कैश फ्लोस करने, एक सेकंड, राइट. अभी आई पुट अप एन आईआरआर.
सर आप हैंग हो गए।
मुझे लगा मेरा लैपटॉप हैंग हुआ।
सर आप हो क्या? मीटिंग।
आ जाओ, चलो, क्या हो गया?
सर आप हैंग हो गए थे।
हाँ वो लाइट चली गई ना, फॉर अ सेकेंड इट जस्ट गेव अ व्हाट,
लैग।
आ जाओ आ जाओ आ जाओ. हाँ सुनो सुनो सुनो, इज इक्वल टू आईआरआर. आ जाओ बेटा, आई वांट टू चेंज द वैल्यूज. सुनो सुनो सुनो, आईआरआर इज इक्वल टू आईआरआर, ये रहा. ये देखो, इफ आई चेंज दिस टू -170,000, क्या हो गया? व्हाट हैज हैपेंड? एरर, राइट. तो सुनो, राइट, तो नॉन कन्वेंशनल टाइप 2, राइट, कैश फ्लोज, ऑप्शन 1 0 आईआरआर, बराबर है क्या? 0 आईआरआर, 0 आईआरआर है क्या ये? बोलो, इज दिस 0 आईआरआर? यस. तो इधर लिखो सर, ऐसे में 0 आईआरआर यानी नो आईआरआर भी आ सकता है, राइट. नो आईआरआर आ सकता है, करेक्ट. आया हुआ एमसीक्यू एग्जाम में, करेक्ट. नाउ कम टू सेकंड पार्ट. ये देखो इधर, ये हो गया, ये है ऑप्शन 2. अब आ जाओ, नाउ कॉपी डाउन दिस कैश फ्लोस. चलो आ जाओ, ऑप्शन 2 लिखो, आ जाओ. ये वाले कैश फ्लोस डिट्टो कॉपी चाहिए मेरे को. -17 16 16 16 16 -52, ठीक है. और इसका आईआरआर निकालो. हाउ मच इज द आईआरआर हियर? निकालो. इज इक्वल टू आईआरआर कितना आता है, बोलो. 6 पॉइंट समथिंग आना चाहिए, 6.77, करेक्ट है क्या? जस्ट चेक वंस. 6.77 है क्या? Everybody check it, please. Are you getting 6.77? बोलो बोलो. Everybody getting 6.77? बोलो.
Yes, sir.
कोई प्रॉब्लम
Yes.
इसमें? Tell me. Now that means if I write the interpretation, this means that at 6.77% discounting rate, right? NPV will be equal to how much? Tell me. कितना जाएगा NPV? 0 या
0.
1? 0. Correct? Everybody there with me? Tell me. Right? कोई प्रॉब्लम इसमें? Everybody, what do you say? Rachel, okay with this?
Yes, sir.
Right? Now I'll give you one discounting rate. One more discounting rate. Discounting rate of 65.36%. How much? 65.36%. Humor me. एक second. I know where I'm going with it. Okay. थोड़ा सा you may find a bit surprising. But tell me, if you look at it from, or if you try to analyze in your brain, one project should have one rate of return only. IRR is rate of return of a project. Can you have two rate of return of a project? Tell me.
No.
No. Right? So, but when there is a cash flow, so no, negative, positive, 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 negative. Again, I'll repeat. When there is a cash flow, negative, positive, 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 negative. Starting with negative, ending with negative. Right? It has two IRRs. How many IRRs? Two IRRs. अरे सर ऐसा कैसा क्या बोल रहे हो आप? कुछ भी बोलते हो. Correct? Let me prove it to you. Correct? Can I prove it to you? आ जाओ. So I'll take the undiscounted cash flows. Correct? देखो ये लास्ट ईयर रह गया. I take the undiscounted cash flows. You don't have to do anything. Correct? I will find the discounting factor at 65.36%. Sir, how do you do it? Do you remember 1, 0 or 1? Then sir, 1 divided by 1.6536. Correct? And if I want to do properly, then raise to what? Tell me. 1. बराबर है? Then sir, 1 divided by 1 point is equal to 1 divided by 1.6536, but for 2 years raised to 2, right, is equal to 1 divided by 1.6536 raised to 3 is equal to 1 divided by 1.6536 raised to 4, and last but not the least 1 divided by 1.6536% है ना, तो raised to 5. Are you okay? Everybody okay with this? Tell me. इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम? Discounting 10-15% होता तो भी you do like this only. Raised to 1, raised to 2, raised to 3. Correct? So now DCF at 65.36%. Correct? Is equal to what? This into this. Correct? ये हो गया. And if I try to find the NPV, how much is the NPV? Tell me. Add all of them together. Correct? Enter. How much is the NPV? Almost. If I remove the zeros, what is the NPV?
0.
That means, can I say as NPV is 0 at 65.36%, it is also an IRR. Janta, tell me, is it also an IRR? क्या लगता है प्रणव? Krisha, what do you say? अरे सर, don't play games with us. Don't play game with us. 6.77 पे भी NPV 0. 6 point or 65.36 पे भी means my project is earning 6.77 also, 65.36 also, right? Or is the method not correct? IRR is defaulting here. IRR का one of the disadvantages that it gives you multiple IRR answer in a non-conventional cash flow. अरे अरे अरे, you see disadvantage जो wording में लिखा है ना, मैंने प्रूव करके बताया. मल्टीपल IRR 6.77 पे. अरे सर ये आप झूठ बोल रहे. 6.77 पे 0 NPV आएगा ही नहीं. यू आर फूलिंग अस. अरे ऐसा तो कभी हम करेंगे ही नहीं. आ जाओ. कैन वी डू 6.77? टेल मी. आ जाओ 6.77 पे लेट अस डू डिस्काउंटिंग. चलो ये नाउ कैन यू हेल्प मी हाउ टू फाइंड द डिस्काउंटिंग फैक्टर्स. चलो आ जाओ. Discounting factor at 6.77%. I am very serious about what I do. Correct, is equal to 1 divided by क्या करूं? Tell me. 1.677 करूं या 1.0677 करूं? Tell me. बोलो.
0.677.
0.677 raised to 1, right, is equal to 1 divided by 1.0677 raised to 2 is equal to 1 divided by 1.0677 raised to 3 is equal to 1 divided by 1.0677 raised to 4 is equal to 1 divided by 1.0677 raised to 5. Correct? Have a look. Okay with this? Then find the discounted cash flows is equal to this into this. Right? And then you have the NPV at 6.77%. आ जाओ जरा. Is equal to sum of all the cash flows. 1 आ रहा है क्या? टेल मी. इधर किधर आपने 1.677 रेस टू 1. एक मिनट रुक जाओ. आईआरआर को थोड़ा और एक दो पॉइंट बढ़ाओ ना. हाँ 1.7669 67669 करेक्ट. देखो बराबर है ना रे. जस्ट इंक्रीजिंग द पॉइंट्स. देखो जरा बराबर है ना रे. एक बार सारा चेक करो. आ गया क्या? इफ आई रिड्यूस द नंबर ऑफ जीरोस कितना है एनपीवी? जनता व्हाट डू यू से जनता?
Default method.
What? Tell me. Is IRR foolproof method? Tell me. So can you get, sir, 0 IRR, 1 IRR, 2 IRR? Write down. Sir, no IRR, 1 IRR and 2 IRRs. और इसको ऐसा भी बोलते हैं, राइट? डिसएडवांटेज ऑफ IRR आएगा थोड़ी देर में. डिसएडवांटेज ऑफ IRR where there are multiple IRRs. Can I go ahead? नो IRR, 1 IRR, 2 IRRs भी हो सकते हैं. चलो tell me. Make sense? Okay, with this IRR का story seems to be a bit into your brain. थोड़ा सा brain is thinking from that IRR point of view, right? Now today's homework, correct? ये cash flows, correct? So in above cash flows, right? You have 2 IRRs. That is कितना दर है? 6.77%, right? And 65.36%. ठीक है. डिसएडवांटेज ऑफ आईआरआर में है ये. we will again when we write disadvantages at that time we can focus on it again, right? चलो. Now anything of this sort, right, has an impact on NPV. अरे तुमने ऐसे NPV निकाला. Does NPV फुल प्रूफ है या NPV फुल प्रूफ नहीं है? Tell me. Think about it. See, did you have any problem getting NPV at 965.36? No
सर
problem.
आपका आवाज थोड़ा
NPV does
ब्रेक हो
not
रहा है.
suffer any. ये हो रहा है क्या? रुक गया, स्विच करने देना नेटवर्क. Better now?
Yes, sir.
So what I'm saying, does NPV have any kind of disadvantage of that sort? Not at all. Not at all. Correct? So chalo, right? Aajo. This is okay with IRR plus type of cash flows. Now are you very comfortable with discounting rate or discounting, finding NPV? अब लिखो नीचे डिसीजन क्राइटेरिया. चलो राइट डाउन डिसीजन क्राइटेरिया. पहले एनपीवी का लिख लेते हैं. करेक्ट. मे आई गो देयर? यू मे राइट एनीवेयर. ओके, एक मिनट एनपीवी के टेबल में आओ जरा. व्हाट ऑल वी हैव रिटन इन एनपीवीज टेबल, थोड़ा सा पहले वो लिख लेते हैं, फिर डिसीजन क्राइटेरिया पे चलते हैं. आ जाओ जरा एनपीवी टेबल. डू वी हैव स्पेस हियर? आ जाओ. हाँ, सम ऑफ प्रेजेंट वैल्यू. नाउ सी व्हेनेवर यू हैव पॉजिटिव, हाँ एक मिनट इधर इधर, एक्सेप्ट द प्रोजेक्ट. हाँ, नाउ व्हेनेवर एनपीवी इज 0, दैट इज व्हाट योर आईआरआर. टेल मी, विल यू एक्सेप्ट द प्रोजेक्ट और रिजेक्ट द प्रोजेक्ट? थिंक अबाउट इट.
सर ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट है, कर लेंगे.
व्हाट? टेल मी.
ब्रेक कर लेंगे ना.
कर लेंगे.
क्वेश्चन रिपीट करो ना एक बार.
I am asking you that NPV is 0. Will you accept the project or reject the project?
No, sir. Reject.
No, sir.
Reject, accept. Now see, I'll tell you,
Reject.
right, that this is a mobile phone. You get it for 17,000, correct? You sell it for 20,000. I say you give me at 17,000. Will you give it to me at cost?
No.
No.
No. Then accept the project or reject the project.
Reject the project.
Reject.
Right? But if I tell you that boss, if you sell this mobile or do this project, right, you may not get financial gains, but non-financial goodwill, right, or that sort will increase. Will you do the project?
तब सोच सकते हैं सर.
Correct. So can I say, sir, financially to reject the project, but look at other factors? Correct. Financially I will write reject the project. Correct. But what? Look at other factors. अभी देखो, एक सेकेंड. ए हैव अ लुक हियर. एक्सेल में आ जाओ फॉर अ सेकेंड. इज दिस एक्सेल विजिबल टू यू? टेल मी. हाँ, ए इधर देखो ना. इफ आई पुट अप दिस, इधर जो एनपीवी 0 आ रहा है, करेक्ट. इफ आई ब्रेक दिस अप, करेक्ट, या वेट, इधर एक आईआरआर आ रहा है. हाँ, एक मिनट नहीं, इधर ही चलो. एक सेकंड. वी हैव डन है 6.77. थोड़ा सा हैव अ लुक हियर. इफ आई ब्रेक इट अप, देखो, हाँ, initial investment, how much is initial investment? 17,000. sum of present value of all future cash flows, ये भी निकालो. how much is this? Equal.
70.
That means at IRR what happens? बोलो. At IRR what happens? Initial investment is greater than sum of present value of all future cash flows, less than or equal to? Tell me.
Equal.
Initial investment is equal to sum of present value of all future cash flows.
सर ये reject the project, work at other factors है सर.
Look at other factors. Yet look at other factors. Initial investment is equal to sum of present value of all future cash flows. Now थोड़ा सा think from shareholder point of view. Whose point of view? Shareholder point of view. Correct?
पर वो तो रिजेक्ट करेंगे.
NPV 0 नहीं.
Okay.
Now see where the NPV is positive. आ जाओ जरा in some of this question here, wherever. कुछ इधर NPV पॉजिटिव आ रहा है क्या? देखो जरा. 85.2. You go to the shareholders, correct? And you say, boss, you give us 450 right now, correct? We will give you 300, 200, 100, 100. They say our cost is 10% or whatever, 15%, correct? You find the NPV to be 85.2. So they ask, means what? Do you want to say that if you invest 450 with us, correct, you will get, or your wealth maximization or your value will increase by 85.2% or $85.2, whatever it is, correct? What do you say? That means if there is a positive NPV, will the shareholders' wealth increase or maximize or decrease or minimize? Tell me.
increase sir.
Increase.
Increase.
लिखो
सर ये शार्क टैंक में ऐसा ही करते क्या
क्या
ये जो आप बोल रहे हो कैश फ्लोज
हाँ
वगैरह
वो
लेके
ऑल्सो प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट हमने बहुत बनाए, करेक्ट? शेयर होल्डर्स वेल्थ इज मैक्सिमाइज्ड. प्रॉब्लम क्या है बिजनेस वैल्यूएशन में? वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट प्रॉब्लम इन बिजनेस वैल्यूएशन इज टेकिंग व्हाट बेस, राइट? रुको मैं बताता हूँ आपको. शेयर होल्डर्स वेल्थ इज मैक्सिमाइज्ड, right? Either what do I write? NPV is negative. Will the shareholder wealth be maximized or will there be a fall in shareholder wealth? Tell me.
Fall in shareholder wealth.
Shareholder wealth reduces. Yeah, is not max, whatever. But when you come to the middle part, tell me what happens.
No change.
No change in
No
shareholder
change.
wealth.
No change in shareholder wealth. करेक्ट. एक और एग्जांपल आईआरआर के नीचे लिखो. वेट, समवेयर यू हैव रिटन आईआरआर एंड कैश फ्लो, उसके नीचे लिखो एग्जांपल, राइट? कंपनी ए हैज एन ऑप्शन ऑफ इन्वेस्टिंग in 2 projects, correct? Project A, cost of capital is equal to 7%, IRR is equal to 9%. Will you accept the project or reject the project without doing any calculation of NPV? Will you accept the project or reject the project? Cost is 7%,
Accept
return
the
is
project.
9%. Accept, correct? Second, project B, cost of capital is 9%, IRR is 8.5%. Will you accept the project or reject the project?
Reject.
That means sir अभी NPV निकालने का जरूरत है to interpret. Tell me, not required. Correct. What if sir COC, bonus question, 9% is IRR is also 9%, almost earning effect. Reject the project.
Reject the project.
But look at other factors. If what the option is given to you, 3 projects कर दो, ठीक है? But I am not writing cost of capital is equal will be equal to discounting rate. I don't want to write that there. COC is equal to, because cost of capital can be anything, right? With this NPV का तो कहानी खत्म, IRR का कहानी ऑलमोस्ट खत्म, करेक्ट? अब थियोरी करना है या यू वांट टू डू मोर सॉल्विंग? टेल मी.
सर थेरी
Theory.
करते थेरी
Theory.
एवरीबॉडी
हाँ
theory?
सर थेरी
Yes,
थियोरी.
sir.
चलो पहले डिसीजन क्राइटेरिया कर लो, उसके बाद वी कैन गो टू थियोरी आफ्टर ब्रेक. आ जाओ. डिसीजन क्राइटेरिया, डिसीजन क्राइटेरिया पहले एनपीवी का, करेक्ट? प्रोजेक्ट ए एंड प्रोजेक्ट बी, करेक्ट? एनपीवी positive 10,000, positive 15,000. Which project will you choose, A or B?
B.
B. बढ़िया है. Decision criteria for IRR. Project A and project B, correct? two ways decision criteria is based. IRR 8%, 10%. What will you do? Which project will you chosen? Tell me.
10%.
10%. Correct. If there is a cutoff rate or target rate of IRR, %10, and your project earns 15%, then what will you do? Accept or reject?
15%. Accept.
But if the IRR is 8%, what will you do?
Reject the plan.
ठीक है. Comparative analysis नहीं है. You have decided a target rate and the project does not fit in your target rate. Correct? Write down. Methods of investment appraisal, IA. What are the 4 methods we have done up till now? What are the 4 methods?
ROC, payback, NPV,
ROC or ARR, as they call it, accounting rate of return. Right? Then we have done payback. Then we have done NPV. Last but not the least is IRR. Correct?
सर आज का प्लीज एक्सेल शीट भी शेयर कर देना ना.
Yes, I would do that. Okay. आ जाओ methods of investment appraisal. Right? Which is the best method? Right? For investment appraisal. Right? तो चारों मेथड में थोड़ा सा लेट मी टॉक अबाउट इट. ओके. इन ROC, do you use PBIT? Do you use cash flow? What do you use? बोलो.
PBIT.
Right?
PBIT.
So PBIT. In payback period, what do you use?
कैश फ्लोज.
Cash flow.
Cash flow.
बाकी सबके
वो
लिए
भी
बाकी
net cash
सब
flow.
में कैश फ्लो.
हाँ. So can I say everywhere you will use net cash flow? लिखो. Net cash flow. Net cash flow. Correct? ठीक है. Right below this note. Okay. Note write down. NPV is the best method of evaluating a project. But sir, Q, as it has direct relationship. किससे direct relationship है? In any, now see there are 2 or 3 ways. In any method, did I tell you that shareholder का पैसा or shareholders money will increase? Have I ever told you that? No. But in NPV, when there is a positive NPV, do we say that the shareholders wealth is maximized? Right? Has
Yes.
direct relationship with primary objective of FM. What is the primary objective of FM?
Shareholder wealth maximization.
FM of. I am writing SWM, you write full form. Shareholder wealth maximization. लिखो होगा, नहीं तो बाद में इन एग्जाम ऑल्सो यू राइट व्हाट तैरने वाला है SWM लिखने का. Right? Now write down example below this. Project A, Project B. ROC or ARR of Project A 12%, 15%. Correct? If I ask you individually, which project will you choose? Tell me. Individually, ROC, ARR asked. Which project will you choose? A or B?
15.
B, sir.
B.
Project B. Correct? चलो. Then payback period, right? 2 years, 10 months, and 2 years, 4 months.
B.
Individual.
B, sir.
Which
B.
project?
B,
Project
sir.
B. Correct. Then IRR, 10%, 15%. Bolo. Individually, which project will you choose?
B.
B.
NPV plus 10,000 plus 6,000. Individually, which project will you choose?
Project A.
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 And if I ask you, if all details are given together and not
Project A, sir.
individually
Project A.
Project
and
A.
not individually, how many of you think project B will be selected? Which project will be selected? Bolo. Sarabjit bhai,
Project A.
A.
project A. Everybody says project A. Anyone who says project B? I say project B. Anyone who says project B, raise your hands. What do you say? Janilia, A or B, beta? Rachel, what do you say? A or B?
If I add
Project A, I say.
other factors, then we should choose.
Sorry?
If we consider other factors like increase in goodwill or other, then we can go with project B.
What, madam? Other factors means what? Tell me.
Like if the project will increase our goodwill, then we can go with project B too, na?
Goodwill, but एक मिनट आपको मैं बोलूं 10,000 कमाओ या 6,000 कमाओ, what would you want to earn? Tell me.
10,000.
Other factors, so when it comes, when NPV is 0. Is there NPV 0? Tell me.
No.
No. NPV is either positive or what? Two positives are there, right? What do you say? Rachel, what do you say? A or B?
Project A.
Project A. Everybody, anyone who thinks still project B will be decided, because out of the 4 methods, 3 methods में project B is decided. Anyone feels that project B will be chosen? Sarabjit Paji, what do you say? A or B?
A, sir.
Vipasha, what do you say?
Project A, sir.
Project A, right? That is the best method. Project A, as NPV is the best method of investment appraisal. Best method of investment appraisals. Now there are two ways of doing theory that we can do. एक तो I have the advantages, disadvantages already written. I copy paste, you do at home, or we write one by one advantages and disadvantages in one page. After this, you leave 2 pages as a side by side. In the whole syllabus, somewhere around advantages, 7-8 advantages, disadvantages are there, right? Once we do that advantages, disadvantages, we can solve a lot of questions, theory questions, right? Which previously I have last batch I have focused more, because since last I think 6 months to a year, the format is changing to theory MCQs rather than practical MCQs in section A and B, right? So what do you want to do? You want to write the advantages, disadvantages with me, right? We can do that. Or if you say that no sir, you copy paste it, we will read it and write it in homework. What is better? Tell me.
Second option, sir.
Second option. Everybody.
सर आपके साथ ही लिख लेते हैं ना.
आपके साथ ही लिख
I
लेते
don't have a
सर.
problem writing it. I to do it in every batch, correct? I write it, almost write everything in every batch, correct?
सर आपके साथ ही लिख लो.
ठीक, चल.
Yes.
Now, चल, एक minute. Those who want to copy it later on, leave 2 pages, right? Focus on what I'm teaching, correct? And then slowly we can go there, right? अभी 1-2 minute, can we get some basic questions, right? On what? Tell me. नेट प्रेजेंट वैल्यू आ जाओ, जरा प्रैक्टिस कर सकते क्या? IRR, नेट प्रेजेंट वैल्यू, ऐसा कुछ तो, एक मिनट. Some questions I want to see whether I can get right. आ जाओ, एक थियोरी एमसीक्यू. एक मिनट. Have you all subscribed to our YouTube channel yet? Tell me. If not, then please subscribe. ऐसा मैं बोलूंगा आप. Correct. आ जाओ. Have a look. Which of the following decision making models, that means investment appraisal model, equates the initial investment the initial
IRR.
investment with the net present
IRR.
value
IRR.
of the future cash inflows?
IRR.
IRR. Equates बोला है.
हाँ
देखो
IRR.
जरा. Everybody okay with this? Theory MCQ. But if you don't know the concept, will you be able to answer this? I have given in the table NPV is equal to 0. IRR is what? Initial investment is equal to present value of future cash flows. बराबर है क्या? आ जाओ. Right? Have a look. हाँ. Which of the following is most commonly compared to the project's internal rate of return to
Weighted
evaluate
average cost of capital.
cost of capital? इसमें से cost of capital कौन सा? ROC can you compare with IRR? Tell me.
No sir.
To decide whether to go. What do you compare with IRR? Tell me. Cost of capital. बराबर है क्या?
Yes
So
sir.
in this cost of capital का कौन सा है? Weighted average cost of capital. I told you on the first day we did weighted average cost of
Yes
capital.
sir.
That is only this
Yes.
cost of capital. Have a look.
I did
Everybody.
not understand the question.
Yes, yes. Who did not understand, Baba? Tell me.
Hmm.
Rachel? Vipasha.
Vipasha.
Here, come to the NPV table. NPV table में आ जाओ. Here, what are you comparing with the IRR to decide whether you should go ahead with the project or not? Tell me. Discounting rate, cost of capital, right? This cost of capital is nothing but the weighted average cost of capital that we did on the first day. Have a look. I had written here WSCC taught on first day, correct? So you compare IRR with what to take a swift decision? Everyone tell me now. Janilia, what do you say?
Cost of capital.
Weighted average cost of capital. Trisha, what do you say? Janilia?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Right.
sir, right.
Let's check then. See, these theory questions, if you don't understand the logic, will you be able to solve them? Honestly, tell me. Very difficult. आ जाओ. A company wants to know how many years it will take before the accumulated cash flows from an investment
Payback
equal
period.
the initial without taking the time value of money into account.
Payback period.
Payback.
Payback. But
बाकी
if I
सब में
change, in
बाकी
what
सब
see
में
payback
take-
period में what do you do? Cumulative cash flow and see when the initial
Present
investment
value
is-
करते ही नहीं, time value of money
हाँ.
consider ही नहीं करते.
Correct. Do you consider time value of money?
नहीं sir.
Right. So payback period. Have a look, everybody. Tell me. Read it once, please. What do you say, Janilia?
Yes, sir. Payback period.
Right. What do you say, Rachel? Okay with it?
Yes, sir.
Krisha, what do you say, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Vipasha, okay with this? Pranav?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
But just a second. If I had used discounted cash flows instead of net cash flows, then
Net
I would go to
present
discounted payback period. Means one line without taking the time value of money. Instead of this, if they had used the word, right, with taking time value of money into account, your answer would be discounted payback. But we have not yet done. We'll do it today. We'll try to do it after we do theory. We try to do it. Okay? Payback period. Correct? Confirm it. Right? Then come back to the questions. Once back. Chalo, project appraisal. Cash flow investment. Do we have any other question? Summary and quiz में है ना? Question. हाँ, net present value is investment decision making is based on which of the following? ये एक
नेट
अपन ने अभी तक
इनकम,
किया नहीं.
नेट इनकम,
नेट इनकम, वी हैव नॉट येट डन दिस, करेक्ट. तो अभी मत जाओ, रुक जाओ. नहीं, ये क्वेश्चन हो गया. एनपीवी एनआईआरआर, इन्वेस्टमेंट अप्रेजल, investment can be used to evaluate business projects. Two methods are examinable. Question. आ जाओ जरा. This we have done क्या? ठीक है, हो गया अपना. Do we have any other MCQ on this? मुझे लगता है some MCQ is there. Discounted company has identified. हाँ, आ जाओ जरा. A company has identified two mutually exclusive. नहीं, mutually exclusive अभी नहीं कर सकते. ठीक है, म्यूचुअली नहीं, नो, म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव प्रोजेक्ट्स व्हिच हैव एन इक्विवेलेंट इफेक्ट ऑन द रिस्क, वो छोड़ो. प्रोजेक्ट 1 इज गिवन, प्रोजेक्ट 2 इज गिवन, करेक्ट. Assuming that the director wish to maximize shareholders' wealth and no
Project
shortage of
one.
capital, which project should the company choose?
प्रोजेक्ट 1,
Project
Project 1.
1. But why? Tell me.
एनपीवी ज्यादा है.
NPV.
Have a look. Correct. Everybody give it a read. Tell me. Give it a read, Baba. Tell me. Okay with it?
सर म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव क्या रहता है?
आएगा.
आएगा.
There is time to it. Correct. But mutually exclusive does not have any impact right now.
Okay.
Mutually exclusive means they cannot be carried together. They are individual projects. Everybody okay with this? Tell me. हाँ, चलो. ये अभी तक ये नहीं आया. आई थिंक मोस्ट ऑफ द थियोरी एमसीक्यूज, अभी और थियोरी एमसीक्यूज आएंगे. आई थिंक ओके. हाँ, नहीं, इसको भी टाइम है अभी तक. दिस इज नॉट एफएम फंक्शन, टाइम है. ठीक है, वी हैव डन कैश फ्लोस, क्वाइट अ लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. ये हो गया ना अभी 2.8. नहीं, ठीक है, कम बैक. चलो, इट्स ऑलमोस्ट 8:31. लेट्स गो फॉर अ ब्रेक. ब्रेक के बाद वी कैन कंटिन्यू, करेक्ट. चलो, टेक अ ब्रेक अराउंड, कम बैक बाय 8:31 है ना, 8:48 तक आ जाओ. Come back, everybody. चलो quickly come back. हो गया क्या? Tell me. Dinner, snacks, whatever you have to do. Tell me. Done? Everybody okay with it? Anish, oddly quiet today. What happened? Quickly join in, guys. चलो आ जाओ. Everybody back. Jenilia, Pranav, Rachel, Bhumika, Vipasha,
Yes, sir.
Risha.
Yes, sir.
Can we start? चले.
Yes, sir.
Are we done with NPV? Are we done with कुछ बचा है क्या रे NPV में? Net present value में I think we are almost done with everything. चल. ये हो गया इन्वेस्टमेंट अप्रेजल में है ना. ओके चल मेथड्स ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट अप्रेजल. अब जाते हैं एडवांटेजेस. 2 पेजेस बैक साइड बाय साइड. टेक इट. डिसएडवांटेजेस. करेक्ट. एडवांटेजेस एंड डिसएडवांटेजेस. सबसे पहले राइट वी विल गो टू ROCE. डिवाइड द पेज इनटू 2 पार्ट. ROCE advantages and disadvantages. ठीक है. एडवांटेजेस डिसएडवांटेजेस. ठीक है क्या? देखो देखो जरा इधर भी है क्या अपने पास ROCE एडवांटेजेस डिसएडवांटेजेस? देखो है क्या? राइट. कैन वी कॉपी दिस? आ जाओ. चलो चलो छोड़ो. राइट इट डाउन. एडवांटेजेस इजी टू कैलकुलेट. देखो easy to calculate. Easy to calculate. Obviously very easy to calculate, right? And does it help in decision criteria? Easy decision criteria, correct? Right. Have a look. Makes sense, right? Second, considers full life of project. Write down. Considers full life of project. Does it say only consider 2 years 3 years worth of cash flow, or does ROC consider all the PBITs? Tell me. All PBIT. Disadvantage uses. Does it use cash flow or does it use profitability? Tell me.
Profitability.
Use profitability in place of or other or instead of cash flow. Did you use time value of money here? Present value, future value, or something of that sort?
No,
No
sir.
time value of money used. No time value of money used. So no discounting or anything. Can profit be easily manipulated? Tell me. Profit manipulation is easy
Yes,
or
sir.
not? Tell me. Yes or not? Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Have I told you story of what? Tell me. One of my audits where we caught profit manipulation. Tell me.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Right? No. Very interesting story of profit manipulation. Right? I had gone to some, I think I don't remember, some audit nearby Pune. Correct? In the outskirts. Right? One audit was there. It was a company. Okay. And we were just, I was just auditing through the notes, right? Notes kya bol raha hu? P&L, right? Expenses. So in one of the expenses, repairs and maintenance expense, I found a bill somewhere around 1,50,000 or 2 lakh rupees, correct? I saw the bill and I saw that boss, it is a sofa repairing bill, correct? Normal, right? I saw everything sofa repairing. I'm like, okay, theek hai, hoga. Then I just viewed through the office, the whole office, correct? There was no sofa,
Profile नहीं.
correct? So logically, my auditor brain, right, asked the what accountant, okay, boss, there is no sofa. How do you justify this? For a second, accountant was also what? Now see, 1,50,000 in a company scenario or 2 lakh in a company scenario would mean direct 30% tax, right? That means almost 1 lakh or 45,000 or 60,000 worth of tax they tried to evade or manipulate profits, correct? So the accountant was a bit nervous. He's like, go ask the director. Okay. I don't know. Director had told to pass this entry. I passed the entry because he was caught red-handed. No, no, right. Then I went to the director. Director ne bola that I told him that boss, this sofa 1,50,000 you have put up in the books of accounts, correct? What explanation do you have for this, right? Then he say, sir, please sit down. What will you have? Tea, coffee, right? So I got a good coffee from what? Good coffee shop. Then I was told that sir, actually it is what? Sofa that is at home. Correct? We had done what? Repairing of that. I'm like, okay. Even if your accountant had told me it was okay, then I'm like, then this expense will be disallowed. Correct or not? Personal expense of
Yes,
director.
sir.
Can it be debited? Can profit reduce by 2 lakh because of the sofa repairing?
No, sir. Personal expense है.
Right? But we did tax planning. Correct? What did we do? Right? It was a company. Correct? We did some 5-10,000 rupees expense. Right? And what did we tell him? That there was, see, at home, that person was working from home also. Right? He had a small office set up there. Right? So first thing that we did was add a branch in the company where the address of his home was. Right? Then what did we do? Small part of it, we told him that one room where he works, correct? To keep that sofa in that room, click a picture, get a proper office atmosphere, click a picture and keep it ready. Correct or not? Like that, we saved how much? 2 lakh rupees worth of what? Or 60,000 worth of tax for my client. Correct? What was the expense? 5,000 rupees additional expense paid to ROC, right? Register of companies for
Branch
registering
opening.
branch office. Correct or not? Tell me. So like that, we found out somewhere around 3-4 lakh more expenses done at home, light, fight, something of that sort, color, everything we could claim, right? So we saved a good amount of what? 150, 160 or 1,60,000 rupees worth of tax on that whole amount, correct? That is how it is. But was it easy to manipulate profit? Yes, why not? Easy to manipulate profit, which may create accounting profit. लिखो accounting profit. Now last point, have a look. Hear me out. Okay. last point, what am I trying to say? Now see, whenever I say ROC, in your brain it is either 15%, either 20%, correct? But does it tell you how much actual addition in your pocket will happen? Tell me.
No.
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 Abhi, no one questioned when I said NPV is the best method. एक minute, go into the question that we have done right now. किसी ने नहीं पूछा सर why NPV
सर
is the
आपका
best
लैग हो
method.
रहा है वीडियो
एक minute.
वीडियो लैग हो रहा है
Now am I audible? Visible? Tell me.
यस सर
Everybody.
Yes.
Is it problem from my side or problem from your
No,
side?
sir. No problem for me.
अभी क्लियर है सर.
अभी
Abhi
क्लियर
clear?
है
Okay. Now no one questioned me when I said that boss sir, ROC, payback period, IRR, NPV, correct? Nowhere in which method can you see that sir in my pocket extra money is there? The answer is in amount of what? Additional resources in my pocket. Anywhere, tell me, in ROC do you, or is the answer saying you will get this much money extra? Tell me.
No.
It just gives you what? It does
Percentage.
not give you an absolute answer. Absolute answer मतलब क्या? Sir, you invest 10,000, you will get 1,10,000. Understanding? 10,000 extra. That only you get in IRR. Sorry, NPV. Correct or not? Otherwhere it says your project is giving 15%. Your profitability is 13%. Your money that you have invested, you will get back in 2 years, 10 months. बराबर बोल रहा हूँ क्या? Tell me. Yes or no? बोलो बोलो. Makes sense or does not make sense? Tell me. Makes sense. Right? That is why NPV, correct? So there is something called as what? An absolute answer, right? And or an objective answer. देखो जरा, have a look. Absolute answer है, yeah, it gives you. Tell me. It does not give you. It is a relative measure. What is relative measure? Tell me. Sir, compared to project A 12%, I am giving 15%. Relative measure. Correct or not? Write down. It is a relative measure. It is a relative measure. That is, gives a percentage as an answer. And doesn't give an absolute answer. चलो, now come to next what part?
सर आपने थर्ड पॉइंट क्या लिखा है
Sorry, third point,
Third.
easy to manipulate accounting profits which may create problems.
अच्छा
Accounting profits. अब write down advantages, disadvantages. Now you must be sir, ये consider full life of project क्यों बोला है? Have a look. थोड़ा सा come to now next part, payback. Only payback, not discounted payback. Payback period. आ जाओ. Advantages. Advantages. Tell me. What is the advantage? Does it use cash flow or does it use profitability? Tell me.
कैश फ्लो
Cash flow.
Use cash flow and not profitability is one of the advantage. Second part. Easy to calculate. Was it easy to calculate? Only cash
Yes.
flow, cumulative cash flow were to be calculated. Second part. Disadvantage. First, it uses cash flows, but does it use time value of money? Tell me.
नो
No.
We did one question right now. Does it use time value of
नो
money?
नो सर
Discounting? Not at all, right? Doesn't use or doesn't use time value of money. For calculation. One of the disadvantage, doesn't consider whole life of the project. Abhi have a look. 1 minute if I can go here. 1 second. If I can go in payback period for a second. Now see, here are you in the 3rd year? Correct? Have a look. Are you in the 3rd year here? Dekho zara. Right? Have you blatantly ignored the cash flows after the payback period? Did you do anything with the cash flows after the payback period?
No, sir.
Or did you blatantly ignore it?
Ignored.
Ignored. So that means, do you consider the full life of project or only 2 years, 3 months, whatever?
Only part life, sir.
Only part of the project. Full year is not considered. Whole life of the project, as the cash flows after payback period are ignored. Third point, right? अब देखो, I'll give you one question. Okay. Wait. If you have some space in payback period या किधर तो अगर जगह है, if you have space, I want to do something here. आ जाओ. See, you even if you don't write it is okay, but if you want to write, you are welcome. Correct? This is project A, net cash flow. B का net cash flow. Now tell me, what is the payback period in project A? Tell me. Project A payback period. बोलो.
3 years.
3 years.
Right. Project B's payback period?
4 years.
4 years. Which project will you choose?
A.
क्या? A choose करोगे? Tell me. Right. But in A, you
B
are
चुनना
investing
चाहिए.
100. You are investing 100 and getting back how much? Tell me. You are investing 100. How much is the total of this cash flow? How much are you getting?
130.
130. Here, how much you are getting?
160.
Which project will you choose? Again, I am asking you.
According to payback
B,
तो A
sir,
choose
B.
करेंगे.
Ah,
But B
so
करना
according
चाहिए.
to payback A, because you are getting the cash flows faster, correct? Right? But are you ignoring profitability? Tell me.
Yes, sir. After
Right?
post
So,
payback.
yes. So, what is happening? Tell me. Project profitability is ignored, correct or not? So, write down. It considers projects which provide quick returns, quick and early returns, and ignores projects profitability. ओके है क्या?
सर यहाँ पे ये भी कंसिडर करना चाहिए ना कि मतलब बाद में का कुछ भरोसा नहीं है, तो जितना जल्दी रिकवर हो रहे कर लो.
करेक्ट. सो राइट, व्हाट डज ही वांट टू से? टेल मी.
External factors.
व्हाट?
External factors.
External factors. Yeah, better if I can say what? Tell me. If, right, you choose project with what? Lesser payback period, there are chances of less change in technology, because change in technology, right? Now see, you do some project right now, let's say some mobile phone, correct? Abhi mobile phone ka technology that comes up in 1 or 2 years, does it become outdated? Tell me.
Yes.
Yes. Right?
Yes.
So that is also there, correct? So early payback period, write down early payback period will help or will not mean that technology is outdated. Chal. Okay with this? Tell me. Anything else remaining in this? I think payback period में इतना
So
ही है.
can you explain that third point of advantage?
Advantage का third point. Okay, right? आ जाओ. एक मिनट. आ जाओ जरा. Third point. Now see, no, if you invest into some mobile technology, बराबर है, it will get defunct in 1 or 2 years. But if your payback period is 1.5 year or 2 years only, will you at least get back your money before the technology is outdated?
Yes, sir.
Right? So early payback period will not mean that technology is outdated. उससे अच्छा you want to rephrase it? एक minute. Early payback period will mean you get your money back before technology gets outdated. Right? It considers project which provide quick and early returns and ignores project profitability. इसको 2 पॉइंट में भी आप लिख सकते हैं, correct? And fourth one, right? Project cutoff or target payback period is at disposal of management. Means, tell me, does every project in the world, like NPV, if any project that has positive NPV, will you accept the project? Tell me. Yes. If it has negative NPV, you will reject the project. But, right, does it say, sir, every project above 3 years is to be rejected, below 3 years it should be accepted? Or is it at the disposal of management to decide the target?
Management.
Correct. Project cutoff or target payback period is at disposal of management and can be different for different organization. Yeah. Payback period. Then come to NPV. Write down next heading. Advantages, disadvantages of net present value. Advantage, disadvantage. ठीक है क्या? Advantage क्या है लिखो? Is it easy to calculate? Honestly, tell me NPV. Not easy to calculate. Okay.
No.
But uses what? Two
Full
Cash
things.
life
flow.
of the project.
Uses cash flow, not profitability. Second,
Full
uses
life.
time value of money. Time value of money in project. Third, full life of project. Considers full life of project.
It is a relative measure.
Huh?
It is a relative measure.
It is a absolute measure.
Okay.
It is an absolute measure. Absolute measure means what? Tell me. That is
Absolute terms में आता है आंसर.
gives you the return in hand. Return in dollars. In hand.
It helps to know the shareholders' wealth, like increase in shareholders' wealth or decrease in shareholders' wealth.
So fifth, best method or superior method. Superior investment appraisal method. As uses shareholder wealth, or as helps you calculate or helps you maximize shareholder wealth. सर डिसएडवांटेज है क्या? हाँ है ना. डिसएडवांटेज, you need prior knowledge of cost of capital. Without cost of capital or discounting rate, will you be able to do NPV? You need prior knowledge of cost of capital for calculation of NPV. अभी second point के लिए I want to what? Tell me. Talk a bit more, right? आप वो 2 पेज छोड़ दो, right? Write down analysis of NPV. Last एक analysis है, just focus on it. Now see what I'm trying to say. Before you think about anything else, leave those 2 pages side by side, correct? Where all advantages, disadvantages can be written, right? अभी देखो, at least ROC done, your payback period done, NPV done, IRR will also be done, correct? Then there are 3-4 more advantages in the whole syllabus where you come here and write the advantages, disadvantages, ठीक है? But अभी hear me out. There is one project A, okay? Correct? And there is one project B. Correct? Have a look. Now see, I have $100 with me. I can either go in project A, either go in project B, right? If I have to what? compare both of them, I have to compare both of them. सुन लो, if I have to compare both of them, right? Can I use discounting rate here of 7% and can I use discounting rate here of 9%? Cost of capital, different cost of capital पे can you compare both the projects? Think about it.
No,
Nice, sir.
Sir, I am bringing $100. Either I bring it at 7%, either I bring it at 9%. I can either go in A or B. I can say no, sir. A के लिए लाना तो 7%, B के लिए लाना तो 9. So I cannot what compare two projects if they have different discounting rates. Correct? Other way around. Correct? If the initial investment is different, can I compare two projects? Think about it.
No, sir.
No. Then if one cash flow or one project is for 5 years, correct? And one project is for how many years? Tell me. 4 years. Can I compare both the projects? Tell me. No. Sir, one project will work for 5 years. It will give you money for up to 5 years. One will only give you money up to 4 years. Will you be able to compare both of them? No. So three things have to be same for you to compare two projects. What are the three things that have to be same? Project life, initial investment, and discounting rate. Correct or not? Tell me yes or no. What do you say? Right? So you can write this if you want. Okay. Or somewhere make a note out of it. I don't have a problem. Note. For comparing two projects. Anyone who did not understand this? Now is the right time to ask me. Jenilia, what do you say? Rachel, what do you say? Okay with it?
Understood, sir.
Understood. For comparing two projects on NPV basis, we need to have initial investment as same in both projects. Second, discounting rate as same in both the projects. Don't be surprised, इस पे MCQ है. Theory MCQ. Correct? Theory MCQ has been asked on this. Right? And third, project life has to be same. But third point को no, there is a star करो. Right? We can compare two projects. We can compare two projects with differing life. वैसे disadvantage है ये. With differing life using equivalent annual benefit. कब आएगा ये? Will be covered in asset replacement decision. वहां पे easy है to do this, correct? Asset replacement decision, right? ये disadvantage है. So write down disadvantage of what? Tell me. NPV. Have you written this down? Come to disadvantage of NPV, right? Write down. Projects with differing life. Cannot be compared to each other. What did I write? 1 minute. Discounting rate are same in both the way. Discounting rate या cost of capital also you could write. Discounting rate or cost of capital. Advantage, disadvantage. ये एक ही दो ही only two disadvantages हैं.
सर वो सेकंड वर्ड क्या है? प्रोजेक्ट
Projects with differing lives
Okay.
cannot be compared to each other. Last but not the least, advantage, disadvantage of IRR.
So
हो गया क्या? हाँ.
can you show the NPV analysis wala part? I just want to see the one word. Done, sir.
चलो, tell me.
Yes.
Last but not the least, come to advantage and disadvantage of IRR. Easy to explain to non-finance managers. Arey sir, return of the project is XYZ. Okay. You must have seen MBA people flaunting the term. Arey IRR of the project is this much. CAGR of the project is this much. समझ में कुछ आता नहीं. Correct. One of the what? Tell me. Dangerous degrees that I have seen in this world is what? MBA. Unnecessary. बराबर है. Tell me. अरे तुम I will tell you instances of MBA people quoting something to me. Correct. I had once quoted to one of the what organizations that I'll teach with you. Correct. I'll charge variable. What I will charge? Variable. Okay. I told him I will bring the students. I will do everything. Correct. I will just use your platform. Right. Correct. सब कुछ बात हो गया. He told me, sir. Right. I told him that 50-50%. You 50% partner, me 50% partner. Right. So he's saying no issues, sir. Right. We will do gross profit. Pay 50-50%. किस पे?
ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट.
हाँ, अगर वो ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट बोला भी होता, I would have been okay with it. He said EBITDA का 50-50%. EBITDA. What is the full form of EBITDA? Earnings.
Earnings before
Before
interest, tax,
tax,
depreciation.
and amortization.
Tax and depreciation. Two things I want to ask you. Correct. In service business, classes business, क्या depreciation होगा? Think about it. Online business, yeah. If it is a class business, I can understand. In that also
हार्डवेयर
हम
का
building-
रहेंगे ना, हार्डवेयर का,
हाँ?
हार्डवेयर
क्या
का
hardware
लैपटॉप,
लाइट 2000
लैपटॉप,
रुपये का
लैपटॉप,
20,000 18,000 रुपये का लैपटॉप है. That also my laptop we are going to use. Correct.
तो सर
क्या depreciation होगा? Tell me. Are we going to borrow money from anywhere? Zoom
no, sir.
subscription 1700 rupees. Borrow करो कंपनी किससे? अरे my whole setup इधर you have seen my I don't know right ये पूरा setup है इधर. One laptop, one screen, one light. Correct. One writing pad, one keyboard. It is within 25,000.
पर इतना सस्ता.
अरे भाई हम जुगाड़ वाला आदमी है, करेक्ट।
सर सेकंड
25
हैंड ले लिया
30,000।
क्या आपने?
हाँ,
सेकंड हैंड ले लिया क्या सर आपने?
सेकेंड हैंड नहीं लिया, दोस्त है अपना। आई वेंट टू टेक अ लैपटॉप, आई वॉज ओके स्पेंडिंग 1 लाख रुपीज, राइट। ही टोल्ड मी जस्ट गिव मी स्पेसिफिकेशन ऑफ द लैपटॉप। आई गेव हिम स्पेसिफिकेशन, राइट। ही गेव मी द लैपटॉप, 1 लाख का लैपटॉप इन
Refurbished
21,000।
रिफर्बिश्ड।
लैपटॉप।
सर मेरा भी रिफर्बिश्ड है।
I don't did not have money at that time, but I wanted to make a setup, right? अब हुआ क्या? Now when I started my own business, yeah, when I left job and I had some money, I told him यार ये refurbish छोड़ देते, correct? I thought I'll do that, right? But it is working smoothly, कोई problem नहीं है, right? There is never a problem with the laptop, the screen, the light. Light तो ठीक है, light is roadside, what? Vendor light, correct? ट्राईपॉड स्टैंड है अपने पास, 2 ट्राईपॉड स्टैंड है, करेक्ट। विद इन 25-26,000, सी स्क्रीन इज 6,000, 21,000 लैपटॉप, 2,000 लाइट, क्या चाहिए तुमको और? टेल मी। पीछे स्क्रीन लगा है, ग्रीन स्क्रीन, राइट। इट इज होममेड। आई हैड सम व्हाट ओल्ड कपड़ा दैट वाज
ग्रीन
केप्ट,
कर्टन्स।
राइट। क्या करने का, राइट। EBITDA, he's saying EBITDA, sir, EBITDA. Then I asked him, EBITDA means what? Sir, I'll get back to you. Correct or not? मालूम कुछ होता नहीं, right? Somewhere they hear the term EBITDA, right? And go on what? Blabbering it.
शार्क टैंक देख के आया होगा।
वही तो। And he has an IIM का. So when I was talking to his junior, he's like, sir, आप ऐसा बोल रहे हो? That senior is IIM graduate, correct? I am like, he would be online IIM graduate, right? मैंने तो just ऐसे ही बोल दिया था. Later on we found out that actually he was doing an online course from IIM Ahmedabad, right? IIM online MBA, correct? तो और भी बड़ा स्कैम है, करेक्ट। बहुत डेंजरस है, राइट। डोंट फॉल इन द
इसको भी
स्कैम ऑफ,
एडमिशन मिल जाता है उधर,
यस,
कुछ
डोंट फॉल इन
कट
दैट
ऑफ ही
स्कैम।
नहीं है।
कट ऑफ क्या, कट ऑफ होगा ऑनलाइन डिग्री में, राइट? क्या कट ऑफ होगा? यू हैव नो वेयर टू गो। सारा घर पे बैठ के जब देना होता है, एटलीस्ट ACCA यू हैव टू गो टू सम सेंटर, गिव द एग्जाम, देयर इज एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन which is giving either IIM online, मतलब it is what, tell me, scam only, correct? Easy to explain to non financial manager, बराबर है क्या? Second, uses cash flow and time value of money. Third, considers full life of project. Correct. Disadvantage आ जाओ।
सर
हम्म
ये इंडिया में तो मतलब आउट ऑफ द टॉपिक है थोड़ा। इंडिया आज वो वीडियो आया था उनका अनाउंसमेंट का, तो इंडिया के कोई लोग दिखे ही नहीं मतलब उस वीडियो में।
हाँ मालूम है मेरे,
यूरोपियन कंट्रीज के थे, तो इंडिया में स्कोप है कि
है
नहीं है?
अभी बढ़ रहा है ना,
सर
बढ़ रहा है।
एक इंडियन था उसमें।
हाँ
अरे
उसमें एक इंडियन, बट ही वाज इन
वो
दुबई।
दुबई वाला था रे, दुबई वाला दुबई है, मिडल ईस्ट है।
इंडिया में अभी तक क्या है, सी मोर वी हैव अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग CA सेटअप एज वेल, करेक्ट।
हाँ
तो अपने लोगों को हाईलाइट होने के लिए, सी इट इज राइट नाउ ACCA इज वेरी यंग इन इंडिया, करेक्ट। लास्ट 5 years में इट हैज कम अप। नाउ सी इट इज एवरी टाइम सेड इन हिंदी, देयर इज अ सेइंग, राइट, और हिंदी इन गुजराती देयर इज अ सेइंग दैट हर एक कोर्स और एवरी कोर्स हैज इट्स पीरियड ऑफ 10 to 20 years, correct?
यस सर।
First 10 year struggle will be there, next 10 year or 20 year it will flourish, and then slowly it fizzles out, right? अभी
Yes,
इंडियन
sir.
चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट का भी इट वाज लाइक दैट ओनली, राइट। फर्स्ट 20-30 years of independence, okay, right? From 80s 90s it went up, right? अभी 2000 30-40 years जो उनका रहा, they extended it because of the quality. अब क्या हो रहा है, the quality or what has gone
डिटोरिएट
down,
हो गए।
right? So that is the problem, correct? होगा। Disadvantage, right? Write down disadvantage. Right now, no, more than right now, a lot of students are asking, sir, job problem. It is not
हाँ सर,
ACCA
मेरे को
problem.
भी वही लगता था, जॉब का
It is
इशू
not
है।
ACCA problem. It is not ACCA problem. It is world economy, right? Unrest all over world that
ओके,
is going on. We have what? Two wars going on
यस
simultaneously.
यस,
Correct or not?
साइमल्टेनियसली।
Europe and Middle East both are what? Under siege
एट
or
वॉर,
under war,
यस यस,
right? तो थोड़ा
यस
सा
सर।
तो impact होगा ही. Anyone who's working right now, right? My kind request to you, don't plan to leave your job. Some people say, no, I'll leave my job and do ACCA, or leave my job and find another job. Don't leave your job as of now. You are having a job, that is a very big thing, right? हमको पूछो, we don't have a job, right? We don't have a monthly fixed income that comes in our pocket, right? तो
सर पहले कमा
disadvantage
लिया है ना, सर
क्या?
पहले कमा लिया है।
अरे बाबा, I had
32 बैचेस
मेरा
लिए सर, 32 बैचेस
मेरा
लिए।
I'll tell you. ठीक है. What has happened is 32 batches have been as an employee, correct? 30 batches. Last two batches, last batch कितने स्टूडेंट थे? 5 स्टूडेंट फॉर FM, राइट? उसके पहले 2 स्टूडेंट फॉर टैक्स. AFM में we had last quarter 25 students, 23 students, correct? I had hardly what 30 students, right? मेरे इसमें, right? I am employing one faculty, right? I have to pay him also, right? Plus all expenses, website I made, right? All those expenses that are there. You will be surprised to know I have not done any initial investment in the business.
सर इनिशियल
No
स्टेज
initial
में तो
investment.
होगा ना सर, सर
Nothing.
सर तो
इनिशियल
वेबसाइट
इनिशियल
कैसे
लॉसेस
बनाए?
तो होंगे ना सर,
Whatever
स्टार्टअप
money
है
I
ना
get
आपका।
from the what business, I invest again in the business.
सर तो इनिशियली तो होगा ना सर, पहले बहुत
What?
कमा के रखा है आपने।
No money. अरे money अपने पास है ही नहीं.
सर
The
सारे
problem is,
फैकल्टीज
सर
ऐसे ही
जब
रहते हैं, सीए वाले भी,
जिसके
एसीसीए
पास
वाले
में
भी।
होते हैं वो यही बोलता है सर।
अरे नहीं, ये सच में आई डोंट हैव एनी. देखो, आई टेल यू माई लाइफ. 29 years तक आई हैड जीरो सेविंग्स. आई वॉज आउट ऑफ जॉब 29 तक, राइट? अंडरस्टैंड अ सिचुएशन ऑफ अ 29 ईयर. तुमको अभी 21 में टेंशन आता है ना, दैट यू डोंट हैव मनी. तुम सोचो 29, राइट? विथ अ बैलेंस ऑफ, मेरे पास कितना बैलेंस था मैं आपको बता सकता हूँ. व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड dating my wife before 2019 में, right? My account balance was 4-5,000 rupees. I could not afford a proper full-fledged dinner with my wife at that time, correct? So the first, wherever we met, we went for tea, and that also what she did was we had a tea on a tapri, because she know that I don't have a job. I'm giving my CA exams, correct? I am into one job to another, correct? राइट? देन सेकेंड टाइम थोड़ा मेरे को ही ऐसे लगा, वी वेंट टू सम कैफे फॉर टी, राइट? एंड देयर, बट देन शी वाज व्हाट, काइंड इनफ टू पे द बिल, राइट? आई डिड नॉट हैव मनी फॉर द फर्स्ट
इसीलिए
6 months. हाँ
इसीलिए आप लिंक्डइन पे टपरी के पोस्ट डालते रहते क्या?
बॉस, राइट? टी इज लाइफ, करेक्ट और नॉट? माय मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट डिसीजंस इन लाइफ are taken over a cup of tea or a coffee, right? Right? Because I had nothing at 29. I was zero. 2 years I had wasted, 2.5 years. 2020 में 1.5, 2 years of Corona, correct? Because of some death in my family, my aunt and all those having some problems and some court cases going on. I had 0 rupees with me. I used to get up in the morning and not know what to do. कुछ भी आइडिया नहीं था. Life was zero. But in the last, I think 2022 से 21-22, the transformation happened. Right? Up till I'll tell you 23, अरे when I started earning money, थोड़ा सा getting a good amount of money every month, right? The first thing that I did was what? I started saving. उसके बाद that saving habit started, correct? उसके पहले whatever savings I had, right? So if I do a job for 6-8 months, after that if you are 2-3 months unemployed, whatever savings you do is used here in that 2-3 months, or some hospitalization comes up. बताओ.
सर आपने ACCA कैसे किया इतना महंगा कोर्स?
So I
अरे
had
तू
someone
यार
in my
समझ
life,
के लिए सर बहुत
my sister.
बड़ी
No, I'll
पार्टी
tell you.
है
I'll tell
सर
you.
बहुत बड़ी
सर
पार्टी
बातें
है
बना रहे
सर
My,
बातें
I'll
बना
tell
रहे
you,
हैं
no.
बहुत तगड़ी पार्टी है सर
I'll tell you.
3
अरे सुन तो
BHK
ले
का
भाई,
फ्लैट खाली पड़ा है सर का
सुन तो ले. वो
guys,
पप्पा, my father might have a lot of money. I don't have.
पर शाह लोग कभी गरीब
It
नहीं
is,
वो
देखे
it
सर
मैंने।
is
वैसे इवेंचुअली आपका ही है
इवेंचुअली कुछ मेरा नहीं है मैडम. मैं आज तक पापा के पास से 1 रुपया भी नहीं लिया हूँ. करेक्ट, राइट. माई सिस्टर टोल्ड मी कि आई विल फंड योर एक्सपेंसेस. ठीक है. अभी व्हाट हैपेंड आई टेल यू. फर्स्ट 2 पेपर्स शी फंडेड. फर्स्ट पेपर एफएम शी फंडेड एंड जो एग्जामिशन रहता है ना, दैट शी फंडेड. आफ्टर दैट आई स्टार्टेड अर्निंग. करेक्ट. माई फर्स्ट सैलरी वॉज 35,000 एज अ टीचर पर मंथ. राइट. उसमें एवरी क्वार्टर 1,05,000 कम्स. एवरी क्वार्टर 20,000 फॉर पेपर यूज टू गो. राइट. देन उसमें वाइफ को what tell me dating and all that going on. Correct. I तो never had उसमें also, right, everything at home I had to take care. After some time my we have property but we don't have what, घर का ये था. Property है, तुम बोलो, but if you can't rent it out, what is the use of the property? है कि नहीं? तो अभी when I rent it out, correct, when I wanted to rent out some property, instead of that I will use my property. Correct. That is how it is. तो मेरे को इंडिविजुअली, राइट, मेरे को प्रॉब्लम है. राइट. आई हैव अ वेरी बिग ईगो प्रॉब्लम विथ मनी. ऐसा कुछ नहीं. यू टेल मी एनीथिंग. राइट. दैट इज हाउ इट इज. राइट. चलो लिखो डिसएडवांटेज ऑफ आईआरआर. राइट डाउन. अभी भी यू विल फाइंड मी रोमिंग इन एंड अराउंड पुणे ऑन 2 व्हीलर ओनली. राइट. अभी भी एंड आफ्टर 10 years ऑल्सो यू विल फाइंड मी रोमिंग ऑन 2 व्हीलर ओनली.
पर कार की पार्किंग ही नहीं मिलती किधर।
क्या कार की मिली भी तो आई वोंट टेक. राइट. इट्स इजियर टू गो and cheaper to go. Correct or not? Disadvantage. IRR. Come back to IRR. Advantage हो गया. Disadvantage. Correct. It is not an absolute measure. It is a relative measure. It is a relative measure, right? That is in percentage and not an absolute measure. Not an absolute measure. Second, if there are non-conventional cash flows, there might be multiple IRRs that may arise. Multiple IRRs. That may arise. Correct. Third, the second rate. 1 minute. I told you to take 10% first. Correct. If you get positive, then do you assume the second rate of IRR? Tell me. 10 नहीं तो सर पॉजिटिव है तो 15 लेना. 15 पॉजिटिव है तो सर 20 लेना. The second
sir.
rate in
assumption
IRR formula is always assumed. That is in our context higher rate, right? And
Sir,
hence
इन पेन पेपर मेथड ऐसा लिखना पड़ेगा
yes, in IRR formula method na
ना? हाँ.
is always assumed and hence it may lead to differing answers. Last, basic assumption of IRR is that cash flows are reinvested at IRR rate. which may not be realistic.
सर ये फोर्थ पॉइंट समझा दो ना।
वही समझा रहा हूँ। Now come here in the Excel sheet. Have you written this down? Last point. आ जाओ. Now see what I'm trying to say. What assumption does IRR take? Now see how IRR works, okay? What is IRR all about? Think about it, okay? Now I tell you that I invest 500 or you come to me and tell me, sir, देखो ये 500 keep with you, okay? Sir, ये invest करना है 500, right? And I want to invest for how many years? 4 years. I am like, अरे this 500 if you invest, no, you will get 300, 200, 100, 100. Correct or not? Tell me. एक मिनट, इसका IRR कितना आ रहा है? Wait, let me calculate IRR.
सर आपका स्क्रीन ही नहीं विजिबल है।
Okay, Excel is not visible. देखो अभी Excel is visible.
नहीं सर अभी
Have a look.
हाँ अभी
Yes.
है।
Is the Excel visible? हाँ. Is equal to IRR. एक मिनट, I want it within 19.33 है ना? देखो जरा, when it says 19.33, right? सुन लो. Correct. What does IRR say? You give me 500 and you say, sir, I want to invest for 4 years. I say, okay, in first year you will get 300, second year you will get 200, third year you will get 100, fourth year you will get 100. Correct? You're like, okay, sir, no problem. But you say, sir, ऐसा first, second, third, fourth year मत बोलो. Correct? Give me the money directly at the end of fourth year. I don't want anything in between. I don't want what? Anything in between, sir. Between में कुछ नहीं चाहिए, sir. Right? So you are like, अरे but the scheme is such that you will get 300, 200, 100, 100. Sir, मेरे को मालूम नहीं. Whatever you do, I want the money at the end of fourth year. You are like, okay, ठीक है, चलो, कोई टेंशन नहीं. And you ask, sir, how much return I will get? How much return I will get? Correct or not? Tell me. I say, don't worry. 500, you will get an average return yearly of 19.33%. Correct or not? Tell me. But now what happens? Now, sir, at the end of first year, correct, you receive how much? Tell me. कितना मिलता है? 300. Now you are like, अरे this person does not want to take this 300. How do I, or what do I do with it? Correct? Right? So you are going to the bank because you have also invested it somewhere in some stock or some what investment scheme. They give you 300, right? And you are in the bank. You are like, अरे boss, this person so want money at the end of fourth year. Let's do one thing. Let's reinvest this cash flow, right, in bank. Correct? And you go to the bank and bank says, boss, you can get 7% return on the reinvestment. Correct? But tell me, but if 19.33% is the IRR बोलता है this reinvestment should happen at 19.33% and not at 7%. अभी logically speaking, anywhere if IRR rate is 10%, 20%, 30%, will you be able to reinvest this 300 in the bank at 18, 19, 20%? Tell me. No.
No, sir.
That is the biggest problem. So to counter this problem, right, in AFM you have MIRR, right? So write down.
सर ये आप प्रैक्टिकल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देखेंगे तो
Yes.
आरबीआई जो रेट चेंज करती है वो हिसाब से क्या?
Yes. Basic assumption of IRR is that cash flows are reinvested at IRR rate, which may not be realistic. Correct? Generally, you can invest at 5% cost of capital rate, COC rate, right? Example इसमें ब्रैकेट में लिखो, that is MIRR in AFM. Tell me, this is how it happens. This is the basic logic. Sir, you go to reinvest. Will you be able to reinvest at 19.33? No. You will be able to invest only at cost of capital or deposit rate that is there in the market. But IRR का assumption क्या है? Which is one of the disadvantage. That basic assumption is that cash flows are invested at IRR rate. Okay. Now I'll give you MCQs for today. आ जाओ जरा. You have the exam kit with you. अभी क्या होगा? From tomorrow everyone will start troubling. क्या? Sir, what change has happened? वही आने वाला है. Some days now this will only what work. ऐसा है. क्या पेज पे था रे? आ जाओ जरा. Some questions I want you to solve. आ जाओ आ जाओ. ए बाबा 94th question. Have a look. 94th. Wait.
सर आप क्वेश्चन नंबर बोल दो ना, तो हम लोग
हाँ
सॉल्व
ठीक है
कर
ना.
लेंगे।
आ जाओ ना. प्रैक्टिस. थियरी एमसीक्यूज. क्या है? Companies considering a project that has an initial outflow by several years of cash inflow with a cash outflow in the financial year, in the final year, sorry. How do you suppose this? What type of cash flow is this? Tell me. Initial investment, then cash inflows, and at the end cash outflow again.
सर
Type
ये
2
0,
आज
1, 2.
एक मिनट.
नहीं
Is
सर,
it conventional cash flow,
नॉन कन्वेंशनल,
non-conventional,
नॉन
type
कन्वेंशनल,
1
Non-conventional.
or
Non-
type 2?
टाइप 2.
Type 2.
Type 2. In that, how many IRRs could be there for this project? Tell me.
0, 1, 2.
0, 1, 2.
0, 1 or 2. C is your answer. देखो, I told you these questions are there. आ जाओ. A project consists of a series of cash flow in the first few years followed by a series of, एक मिनट, positive. हाँ. चलो आगे बढ़ो. हाँ. A project consists of a series of cash outflow in the first few years followed by a series of positive cash inflows. The total cash inflows exceeds the total cash outflow. The project was evaluated originally assuming a zero rate of inflation. अभी के लिए inflation को भूल जाओ. नहीं एक मिनट. assumption positive नहीं, ये नहीं कर सकते. Assumption subject to a positive rate of inflation नहीं, छोड़ो अभी नहीं. Inflation will be done later on. हाँ. Discounted payback भी नहीं अभी. हाँ. Equal annual install with same advantages of IRR. चलो आ जाओ. This can you try today? Which three of the following? Tell me. करो try 99 homework. आ
सर
जाओ. हाँ.
अच्छा, मुझे लगा आप भी कर रहे हैं.
नहीं homework. How many units? Inflation. Which two of the following statement? 109. Latest result PBIT, हाँ ये कर सकते हैं आप. नहीं, Peach Company we have done, I think we have done. Initial return on capital employed to the nearest. This also I think taxation वाला part ठीक है. Company is appraising a 3-year project which requires nominal approach. हाँ 116. इतने क्वेश्चन आप 3-4 क्वेश्चन आज होमवर्क में कर सकते हो. ऑल्सो आई विल टेक आउट व्हाट टुमारो बीपीपी के बुक में से ऑल्सो आई विल टेक आउट क्वेश्चंस, राइट. नाउ टुमारो व्हाट इज आवर टास्क? एन्युटी परपेचुटी, करेक्ट. टुमारो विल नॉट ओनली व्हाट derive annuity perpetuity formulas, plus we will work it out, and उसका advanced part also we will do tomorrow, correct. Day after tomorrow possibly relevant cost, and we start with full-fledged NPV. See, yeah, by Friday probably major part of full-fledged NPV will also be done, right. So by month end, right, ये month end, correct, we'll be able to done with what by 5th or 4th. NPV यानी इन्वेस्टमेंट अप्रेजल विल ट्राई टू कंप्लीट बाय 4th व्हाट जुलाई. बिफोर रिजल्ट्स 100% इन्वेस्टमेंट अप्रेजल हो जाएगा. मेजर 40, 45, 50% ऑफ योर पोर्शन इज इन्वेस्टमेंट अप्रेजल, राइट. अ लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस विल बी सॉल्व्ड. अभी तक आई थिंक 20-25 MCQs वी हैव डन, डिस्कस सम और द अदर वे, करेक्ट, राइट. एंड more than 50 questions तो क्लास में we have done. So be rest assured, more and more practice we will try to do, correct. Just have a what look at it. Any problem tomorrow we can discuss it. 5 minutes I am leaving you early, right. Chalo then we will meet tomorrow. Till then, bye bye.
Bye, sir.
Good night. Take care of your health. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye.